Okay, we have another trade. This one's on May 20th, 2025. This is the first candle. It's a put and it's a sniper trade. So what we have here is I have it locked to this date, and we'll go to S&P 500. What was going on there? It had one, two, three. It had basically, yeah, it had straight line information down on the daily. It looked pretty kind of a little more sideways. There is some movement downwards, maybe down. So reasonable. Let's go to back to Striker. What are we seeing here? I'll just start with the 233 straight. It's backfilling. See that backfilling? Okay. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. It is kind of noteworthy that it's, you know, this 13 is still moving up. The 21 is moving up, and it's only $2 or, you know, 2.7, a little under $3 lower. So not much, and rising. So that's something to kind of be aware of. If we go back to the weekly, I said this is really more white than red in my opinion, and I basically based that on all of this stuff is rising right here. That may be starting to turn, so maybe some ambivalence. We're not really terribly close here. We're kind of right in the middle. So as far as like a tug of war between this resistance and this support, I don't know, but I think this is why this was a historical thing, but even for, I didn't really expect it necessarily to work. But let's just go ahead and look at these other ones from the nothing on the 3-day. On the daily, we have purple line on the previous candle. We have a straight stock RSI down, and we have the MACD. So, and then this is not really quite fired. So we have basically three pieces, which I suppose could support a maybe a trade, but I think with my biggest concern was really here, the weekly candle color, and this is actually also a concern here. So if we were to, I guess we'll go ahead and put a line here. We'll just see what happens. So in this case, basically I would purchase, I think Striker has $10 increments. So May week 4, 380 puts, and that actually may not be correct because that's a Tuesday on the 20th. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday would be the 23rd. Wednesday, Thursday, yeah. So I think what I really meant was the following week. Yeah, which would be the 30th. May 30th. 380 puts at 389 at this strike price. I don't know what that historical price was, but that's okay. I'm not really concerned about that. So let me make sure. Okay, so we'll go ahead one. So entering right around that price seems probably pretty reasonable. Somewhere along that line, even though, you know, $1 or so lower, that's fine. Go ahead. So that's the 7-hour rule. And that would be fine to exit right there. And if you were to even go to the end of the 3 candle period. So we're going from basically 390 to 378, or even, you know, 380, right around there. That would definitely be a win. So what I pointed out as far as what I learned, I said this moved under 380 within 3 candles. 1, 2, 3. So, you know, the MS rules are $1 up and out. With the S, you don't necessarily have to do that. And so I think just don't turn it into a trade. So I think going here and maybe thinking, hey, we have an auto wave line down, but we're below this resistance. This is down. We have continuation. This isn't even cocked. Maybe a little bit lower movement is reasonable. But you could just exit here, but staying for another candle would not be, I don't think would be wrong. And I think getting out around here would be perfectly fine. I think staying in one more could be defensible, but this would probably be the correct exit right here. So if you go back and look, it said this stock had tested the 13 several times. Let's go ahead and make this window a little bit larger. So kind of like hit the 13, hit the 13, hit the 13. This is the fourth time testing, like within pretty recent, like within like the last few weeks, not even counting all this stuff. Basically within the last couple weeks, it had tested that 13 a few times and finally pushed through it on this trade. And when it had finally become nearly flat, and actually it is getting pretty flat. Like if you were to draw a tangent on that line, pretty reasonable, actually quite reasonable that would have made some money. So that is a sniper trade, and I think quite a good one. So that's that.